Think you need pricey protein powders or steak to stay strong after 60. Not even close. The secret to maintaining and even building muscle on a tight budget is already waiting for you in your local market. And sometimes it costs less than a cup of coffee. Stick around to discover 3 affordable foods that pack a powerful muscle-building punch, plus a sample meal plan that will keep your wallet and your muscles happy and healthy. And keeping those muscles happy is more important than we often realize, especially as we get older. You see, there's a quiet change that can happen. Maybe you felt it. The grocery bags feel a little heavier than they used to. Getting up from your favorite armchair takes a bit more of a push. It's a subtle worry that a lot of us share. We feel our strength starting to fade, and we fear that our independence might begin to fade right along with it. This is why this topic is so incredibly vital. We're not just talking about food, we're talking about freedom. The freedom to live in your own home, to play with your grandkids, to walk with confidence and not with fear. In this video, we are going to pull back the curtain on a myth. The myth that you need to be wealthy to be strong in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. We're going to give you a clear, actionable plan to build strength without breaking the bank. By the end of our time together, you will feel empowered, not stressed, the next time you go grocery shopping. Before we jump in, if you believe that staying healthy and independent for years to come is a top priority, I'd be so grateful if you consider subscribing to our channel and clicking that little notification bell. We share practical health wisdom that's specifically for us, the folks who want to live our golden years with vitality and joy. And I'm always curious to see our community grow. So please drop a comment below and let me know where you're watching from today. Are you in the US, the UK, Australia, or somewhere else entirely? It's wonderful to know how far our message of health is reaching. All right, let's get into it. First, let's quickly talk about why prioritizing muscle is so critical. As we age, our bodies naturally go through a process called sarcopenia. It's a fancy word, but it just means age-related muscle loss. Starting as early as our 40s, we can lose up to 8% of our muscle mass per decade, and that rate can unfortunately speed up after 60. This isn't just about not being able to lift heavy things. Losing muscle affects everything. It weakens our legs, making us less stable and more prone to dangerous falls. It slows down our metabolism, which can lead to weight gain, especially around the middle. It even impacts how our body manages blood sugar. But here's the most important thing I will say today. This is not a one-way street. It is not a sealed fate. With the right nutrition and a little bit of movement, you can slow it down, stop it, and in many cases, even reverse it. You can build new, strong muscle at any age. Your body is ready and willing to do it. We just have to give it the right building blocks. And those blocks don't need to be expensive. So let's start with our first muscle-building champion. This is a food that has been a staple for generations and for good reason. It's the humble, the incredible, the perfect egg. Now, I know some of you might be thinking eggs. But what about the cholesterol? For decades, we were told to be wary of the egg, especially the yolk. Well, I am thrilled to tell you that modern science has brought the egg back to its rightful place as a nutritional hero. For most people, the dietary cholesterol in eggs has very little impact on your blood cholesterol. The real story of the egg is its protein. One large egg contains about 6 grams of what scientists call high-quality, complete protein. What does that mean for you? Imagine you're trying to build a brick wall that's your muscle. You need all the different types of bricks to make it strong and stable. A complete protein is like having every single type of brick you need delivered right to your work site. Eggs contain all 9 of the essential amino acids, the building blocks of muscle that your body cannot make on its own. When you eat an egg, you are giving your muscles the exact perfect formula they need to repair themselves and grow stronger. And the cost, it's almost unbelievable. In most places, you can get a dozen eggs for just a few dollars. That breaks down to just 20 to 30 cents per egg. For a quarter, you are getting one of the most perfect sources of muscle-building fuel on the planet. But the magic of the egg doesn't stop at protein. Please, I encourage you, eat the whole egg. That golden yolk is a treasure chest of nutrients vital for us as we age. It's packed with vitamin D, which is crucial for bone health, and helps prevent osteoporosis. It contains choline, a nutrient that is absolutely essential for brain health, helping to keep our memory sharp. And it has antioxidants that protect our eyes. To throw away the yolk is to throw away some of the best anti-aging medicine nature has to offer. What's more, eggs are gentle on us. They are soft, easy to chew, and easy to digest. Their versatility is unmatched. You can have a couple of scrambled eggs with some spinach for a powerhouse breakfast. You can hard boil a batch at the beginning of the week for a perfect grab-and-go snack that will give you real lasting energy, unlike a biscuit or a cracker. You can slice a hard-boiled egg over a salad to turn a light lunch into a satisfying, muscle-supporting meal. Starting your day with 2 eggs gives you 12 grams of high-quality protein before you've even really started your day. It sets you up for success, keeping you feeling full and energized for hours. So the next time you're in the dairy aisle, I want you to look at that carton of eggs not as a simple breakfast food, but as a box of affordable, delicious tools to rebuild your strength and protect your independence. Now, what if you need something for lunch that's just as easy, requires no cooking at all, and packs an even bigger protein punch? This brings us to our second budget-friendly superstar, a true pantry powerhouse canned tuna. For just $1 or $2 per can, you are getting an absolute explosion of protein. A single standard can of tuna packed in water can provide a whopping 25 to 30 grams of protein. Let me put that in perspective for you. That's more protein than you'd find in a large chicken thigh or a decent-sized pork chop for a fraction of the cost, and with zero cooking time required. For older adults, getting enough protein can be a challenge. Our appetites sometimes decrease, or cooking a big meal can feel overwhelming. This is where canned tuna becomes your best friend. It's ready to go the moment you open it. You can have a muscle-building, high-protein meal ready in less than 5 minutes. And just like with eggs, the benefits go far beyond just the protein. Canned tuna, especially varieties like light tuna, is an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids. If you have stiff, achy joints, you need to listen to this. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Think of them like a soothing balm for your insides. They help to calm the chronic inflammation that can make arthritis and general joint pain worse. They are also incredibly important for your heart health, helping to lower blood pressure and triglycerides, and for keeping your brain sharp. So with every bite of that simple tuna salad, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're lubricating your joints, protecting your heart, and nourishing your brain. Now, when you're at the store, you'll see a few options. I always recommend choosing tuna packed in water instead of oil. It has fewer calories and a better fat profile, letting the healthy omega-3s shine. And a quick word on the topic of mercury. It is a valid consideration, but it shouldn't make you afraid of this wonderful food. The advice from health authorities like the FDA is simply to be mindful. For older adults, enjoying tuna 2 to 3 times per week is considered perfectly safe and allows you to reap all of its incredible benefits without any concern. How can you use it? The possibilities are endless and simple. You can mix it with a little bit of Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise for a healthier, even higher protein tuna salad. Add some chopped celery for crunch, a little mustard for tang, and you have a delicious filling for a whole wheat sandwich or to scoop up with some vegetable sticks. You can flake it over a bed of dark leafy greens with a squeeze of lemon for an elegant, light, yet powerful lunch. You can even mix it into a pasta dish to instantly boost its nutritional value. Think about that. For less than the price of a fancy cup of coffee, you have a meal that provides what your body is craving, the protein to keep you strong and on your feet. I hope you're finding these tips useful and eye-opening. It just goes to show that you don't need a fancy diet to take care of your body. If you're getting value from this, would you do me a small favor and tap that thumbs up button? It really does help our video reach other seniors who might be feeling discouraged about their health and their budget. It lets them know that there is hope and there are simple solutions. Okay, so we have our incredible eggs for breakfast and our powerful canned tuna for lunch. But our third food might be the most impressive of all when it comes to cost. This is the undisputed champion of budget nutrition, a food that has sustained healthy populations for centuries. Let's talk about the forgotten fountain of strength: beans and lentils. I'm talking about black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, and all colors of lentils: red, green, and brown. These are without a doubt the cheapest source of quality nutrition you can find. A 1 pound bag of dried beans or lentils often costs just $1 or two, and that single bag can cook up to make 6 to 8 generous servings. We are talking about meals for pennies. But are they really a muscle-building food? Absolutely. A single cooked cup of lentils or black beans packs around 15 grams of protein. Now, you might have heard that plant proteins are incomplete, and that's technically true. But the solution is so simple over the course of a day. If you eat a variety of foods like grains or nuts, your body will gather all the amino acids it needs. You don't even need to eat them in the same meal. The body is smart. It pools the resources. The true superpower of beans and lentils, especially for us as we age, is the combination of protein and fiber. This is a magical duo. That 15 grams of protein goes to work repairing your muscles, while the incredible 15 grams of fiber in that same cup does two critical jobs. First, it keeps you feeling full and satisfied for hours. This prevents the kind of mindless snacking on sugary or salty foods that can lead to weight gain and energy crashes. Second, that fiber is the preferred food for the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut microbiome is at the center of your entire health. It influences your immune system, your mood, and how well you absorb nutrients from your food. By eating beans and lentils, you are literally fertilizing your inner garden, helping your body's defense system stay strong. Furthermore, beans and lentils are fantastic for blood sugar control. Because of all that fiber, they release their energy very slowly and steadily. You don't get the sharp spike and subsequent crash in blood sugar that you might get from white bread or sugary snacks. This provides you with stable, long-lasting energy throughout the day and is incredibly important for anyone managing or trying to prevent type 2 diabetes. I know some people are intimidated by cooking dried beans, but it can be simple. You can soak them overnight, then simmer them in a big pot on the stove while you do other things around the house. Cook a large batch on a Sunday, and you have them ready to add to meals all week. Or even easier, use canned beans. There is absolutely nothing wrong with them. The key is to buy the ones with no added salt, or to simply pour them into a colander and give them a good rinse under the tap to wash away most of the sodium. How do you use them? Oh, the ways are endless. Add a can of rinsed black beans to a soup to make it more hearty and filling. Toss a handful of chickpeas onto your salad for extra protein and texture. Mash up some kidney beans with spices to make a delicious spread for toast. My personal favorite is a simple warming red lentil stew. The lentils cook down in just 20 minutes and become creamy and delicious. It feels like the most comforting, nourishing meal imaginable, and it costs less than $1 per serving. So now we have our three budget-friendly, muscle-building titans: eggs, canned tuna, and beans and lentils. Knowing the foods is the first step, but how do we put it all together in a way that's easy and not overwhelming? Let's quickly sketch out what a week of muscle-focused, budget-friendly eating could look like. Imagine a simple shopping list for the week: 2 dozen eggs, 6 cans of tuna, a bag of dried lentils, a bag of dried black beans, and some basic affordable vegetables like onions, carrots, celery, and spinach. This entire list of core protein foods would likely cost you less than $30, maybe even closer to $20, depending on sales. This is your foundation for a week of strength. Here's what a day might look like. For breakfast, you could have a 2-egg scramble with some spinach and a side of those black beans you cooked over the weekend. This meal alone gets you nearly 20 grams of high-quality protein to start your day strong. The cost? Probably around 75 cents. For lunch, you could have that simple tuna salad we talked about mixed with Greek yogurt and celery served over a bed of greens. That's another 25 grams of protein fueling your muscles for the afternoon. The cost? Maybe $1.25. For dinner, you could enjoy a bowl of that hearty lentil stew, perhaps, with a slice of whole grain bread. You can even crumble a hard-boiled egg on top for an extra protein boost. That's another 20 plus grams of protein. The cost less than $1 per bowl. For snacks, a hard-boiled egg or some of that mashed bean dip with carrot sticks is a perfect choice. When you add it all up, you're consuming over 70 grams of high-quality protein throughout the day spread out over your meals, which is the best way for your body to absorb and use it. And you're doing it for just a few dollars a day. It is absolutely possible. To make this even more effective, remember to spread your protein intake throughout the day. Our bodies can only use so much protein at one time. Aiming for 20 to 30 grams per meal is the sweet spot for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. And of course, your body needs a reason to use that protein. Gentle, regular movement, like walking, gardening, or some simple resistance exercises with bands, or even your own body weight signals to your muscles that it's time to rebuild. And finally, drink plenty of water. It's essential for helping your body process these nutrients and get them where they need to go. So let's just quickly recap the game plan. We're focusing on our 3 affordable Powerhouse's eggs for their perfect complete protein, canned tuna for its massive protein punch and anti-inflammatory omega-3s, and beans and lentils for their incredible combination of protein and gut-healthy fiber. By incorporating these into your meals, you give your body the essential tools it needs to fight back against muscle loss. Now, as we wrap up, I want to speak directly to your heart for a moment. I know that watching your body change as you get older can be frightening. The fear of falling, the fear of losing your ability to live life on your own terms, those are real and they are valid. It can be discouraging. But please hear me when I say this. The story that getting older means getting weaker is just that, a story. And you are the one holding the pen. You have the power to write a different ending. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about having the strength to carry your own groceries, to play with your grandchildren, to walk up a flight of stairs without losing your breath, to live with dignity and independence in the home you love. Every single meal is a choice and opportunity. Every egg you scramble, every can of tuna you open, every scoop of lentils you add to a soup, it's a deposit in your strength bank account. You are investing in your future freedom. It truly is never, ever too late to make a change and give your body the support it needs. You are worth that effort. Now I would love to hear from you. Which of these 3 budget-friendly muscle foods are you most excited to try or to eat more of? Is it the eggs, the tuna, or the beans and lentils? Let me know in the comments below. Your story and your plans can be a huge inspiration for someone else in our community who is just starting their journey. I do my best to read every single comment. If this video has helped you feel more hopeful and empowered today, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. We have so many more simple, affordable, and science-backed strategies to help you thrive in your golden years. And one last thing before you go. If you are still with me and you are committed to building a stronger, healthier, you just type the number 1 in the comments. It's a simple way to affirm your intention and to let yourself and our community know that you are taking a stand for your health. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Stay strong, stay savvy, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.